Hi everyone, welcome back to Diamond Painters with Mike, and we're going to start this cheeky little pumpkin here today. And I've put the batteries in there already, as you can see, so we're going to get this whipping chatting and see what it looks like. I'm hoping to get this done in one session because it's quite fast paced, and yeah, I've decided I'm going to get the witch once I can locate it, because as I say, you can't seem to buy these through the range or the work, so wherever they come from, if someone can identify what shop sells them, that'd be fabulous. But I believe, I only thought that there was, you know, the ghost in it, but apparently there's 3 of them, which is the ghost, the pumpkin, and the little witch. And I've left my scissors in the other room. Oh, that's so annoying. I'm gonna have to use side cutters. I can't be bothered to get back up again. I've just sat down. Every time I come in this room, there's always something I forgot. It's literally every single time. Okay, so let's go. Oh, doesn't that look nice? Orange with the black. That's fantastic. Oh, wow. Yeah, I like that. And I think we should use that orange little pen here as well. Use a bit of the wax. I'm so happy. Like, it's very rare I get a painting come in that I've ordered from Vinted and I start on it straight away. But when you've got a little project like this, it just makes you want to do it, because this is gonna fly me to the moon and let me bring a lovely Mars. Let me be my number one like Jupiter on Mars. And I don't know what the rest of the lyrics are, but already look at that. That is fabulous. I can't wait to show Linda this on the show and tell, because this is going to be lovely. And it's coming on schedule, actually, because I was rather hoping that it would come, because they had, what it was is they had various different ones. Someone offered me it, because when you favourite something, someone might, you know, send you an offer. And someone offered me £4, but when I checked their delivery, it was coming up, I think they wanted raw mal. Well, raw mal we don't have a collection point for, which is kind of annoying, because you can send parcels with the locker, but there's no like pickup zone for it. I think they do what's called local collect, but I don't know how that works. I think that's where you have actually pick it up from the post office. And I thought, well, can you do in post? And the lady says she put it on, but then I got another offer come through. Someone else was selling the same item. And like, if I see like 3 or 4, I'll always favourite them, because you never know, the seller might give you a better offer. You know, that seller might give you a better offer than the previous seller. Well, it just so happens that's what happened. So the first one that I got, they wanted £4 for. Then when the next offer came in, it was £2. She literally only wanted £2 for this, and I'm just over the moon with it. I love it, love it, love it. I think I like my ghost, but this has just exceeded the ghost. So yeah, when she gave me the offer of £2, I snapped it up. So yeah, I think we've had some really lovely things come out this year for Halloween. So, and it's all about shopping around, you know, because if you keep shopping with like the range all the time or Temu, it can get quite boring shopping with the same shop. And also other shops might sell funkier things like this one. So I mean, if I could get another one, I'd probably give it to my sister, because I bought a little group buddy from Craft Buddy, and my sister came round the other day, which I think was the first time in like 6-7 years. She was in Braintree, because she's welcome round any time, but she's always busy working, or, you know, doing her babysitting, or seeing Jasper, or, you know. And she said, oh, I'm going to Braintree. So she said, would you like to pop round Freeport? And I was like, yeah, okay, because I wanted to check out the what do you call the new Haribo shop anyway. I've been dying to see that, and I'm glad I did. And she had to get some leggings, and she wanted beef Wellington for some reason. And yeah, and then we went to well, let's start off with B&M's. Right, let's start off with the day. I was saving this discussion for another whip and chat, but seeing as we're doing this. So it was yesterday, and I had Tuesday off from work because I don't work Tuesdays sometimes. And I had Tuesday off from work because I booked some annual leave because they're putting pressure on me to use it up, because come December it will reset. Well, I think it resets in January. I don't know how they do it, but apparently we have to use it by the end of the year, and I've still got about 11 hours to use up for holiday. So kind of don't want to use it all because I'm trying to save that for Christmas, but then I'm sort of thinking, well, if I don't use it now, am I going to lose it or what? So I said, well, I don't really want to use all of it yet because I'm trying to save some for Christmas holidays and stuff. And they said, well, you could use some now and then some then. So yeah, I was quite happy with that. So anyway, I get this call, and we discussed this a few weeks ago, and my sister was like, I've got to go Braintree Freeport at some point, and I could pop round for a cuppa. And I wasn't expecting her to come yesterday. So she phoned me up about, well, my mum phoned me, and then she put her on the phone, and she said, oh, I'm popping to Freeport today. Are you up to much? And I said, well, I've got the day off. I might as well, you know, if you want me to come, I'll come. So she got the 1:15 train, and it was so funny because she said, meet me outside Braintree train station at 1:15. So I had to ring her back because I said the 1:15 service, well, it's actually normally 1:16, but that goes to that's the train that comes from Braintree. It actually pulls into Whittam at 1:16 and goes up to London. And she said, yeah, sorry, I forgot it's the 1:30 train, because you're with Braintree, it's sort of like you have to wait a whole hour, and it always comes into Whittam at 1:35. So anyway, I meet you off the station, had some jars to put in the bottle bank, so I did that first, and yeah, we met up, and then we walked to Freeport, because I said, well, where do you want me to meet you? Because I can walk to Freeport, or I can meet you at, you know, Braintree, and we walk there. So, because she could have got off at Freeport. Now, there's two ways I can get to Freeport. I can walk it, which is probably about a 30-minute walk, or you can pay £3 something for one stop around the corner. Now, I cannot justify £3 for like 2 seconds down the train track to Freeport, and like it probably would have cost like £4 something for a return. I'm not paying that when I can walk it. So we had a lovely brisk walk up to Freeport, and we were exploring all the shops because my sister wanted to get some leggings. So the first shop we went into was Nike, because she was after some Nike socks, and she couldn't find any in there because apparently they've all sold out. So then we went to this other shop, which I can't remember what it was, and they didn't have any. And then that's when I saw the new workshop, because they've built a new workshop in Freeport, which I'm hoping is going to be a bit better than the one in Braintree Town, because the one in Braintree Town is okay. However, most of their range is quite small, so I'm hoping, you know, because you know what it's like with the works, different stores sell different things. We didn't have a chance to go in there, and then we saw the Haribo shop, and I was like, oh my god, I've got to go in there. And what a lovely welcoming it was. So you go in and they offer you a free sample, and they say, hi, would you like a free sample? And I said no, and I sort of regret saying no now. I forgot out the shop, and I was like, oh, I should have said yes. But I think it's probably to entice you to buy something. But I tell you something, that sweet shop is fantastic. They've got a mystery bag, £25 I think it was, and you get, like, you don't know what's in there, and I really want to get that. And then they had all that, my sister pointed out, like, all these different candles that they had, and oh my god, you had berry, you had sweets. Obviously it's all sweet smells because it's, you know, it's supposed to be like a sweet shop. And oh my god, they were a bit pricey, £14. I mean, most of my candles that I buy are normally only, I mean, I get my candle supplier is Home Bargains, so very rarely I'll get them on Vinted, because they like to price them a bit higher up on there, and I think £3 for a candle is reasonable, so I normally get them from there. I get all with Maxwell, I can't get it out. I get all my wax melts from there as well. And they're like 79p. And I thought, that is a lot of money for one candle. But I think there was an offer where you got 2 for 22 quid or something. But when you pay that much, you sort of think, well, how much hours are you going to get out of that candle for that price? But I suppose, obviously, if it's quite a nice smell, they're going to price it like a Yankee. I would love to have a Yankee candle, but they're just so expensive. I mean, the Yankees, they can go right up to like £16 something. So, I mean, if I had that burning like all day and then up to midnight and I only used half, then yeah, I'd find that reasonable. But if I was to burn it all day and then it ran out, say, midnight, for 14 quid, that's a lot of money to like pay for one candle for one use. But yeah, I definitely want to get some of them. And then they had like these really funky notepads, but obviously Haribo related. So you had like all like Mawam, is it? And I popped some photos over to Linda for the show and tell that she does on the Jibber Jab thing. She calls it a gab session, but I've got into the habit of calling it a Jibber Jab. So after that, we went to Costa because on the app, my app said something about I had a free, what's called an innocent shot. And it's basically some sort of drink that has all different like flavours in it. And I didn't like the sound of it. It said turmeric, whatever that is, ginger and something else. But I was like, well, I could either let the company take it off me or use it up. And my sister drinks them and I said, well, do you want to use it? So we went into Costa and I had a free drink to use as well, but I left it because I have to be in the mood for drinking coffee. And the nearest toilets will probably be, I don't think there's any in Freeport, I don't know, but I didn't want to drink like a massive jug of coffee and then like, because even their small coffees are quite big cups, and then like have to try and find a toilet desperately. I mean, it's a shopping centre, so they have to provide toilets. And then, so we got that, and my sister was like, I'm going to take that for work. They do a green one as well, but she redeemed it on her app the day before when we went to that coffee shop. I did a shorts video where I showed my maple latte, and that's where she got the green one. So anyway, after that, we was like, my sister couldn't work out how we got out, how we like get out the shop. So we ended up walking round again, totally missed the exit. It's very easy to miss the exit because of the way it's all the shops sort of like curve round into a big circle. And then we ended up at the Haribo shop again. So we went over to Lind's shop, the Lindor shop, and oh my god, they have some stunning things in there. I was supposed to take some photos, but I totally forgot. They've got like, you know, the Lindt chocolate bear. They've got the advent calendar. Oh my days, it is absolutely stunning in there. They've got like a pick mix of all the different Lindt balls that they've got. So in the centre, you've got all the different Lindt balls, shortcake, caramel, coconut, you know. Christmas is the only time I tend to buy Lindor chocolate because it is very expensive. It's like £5 a time. But, you know that angel hair I've been saying that I want to try? I have found a place that sells it, and I think it was Home Bargains that have got it. So I'm going to go back there and get it. So anyway, after we did that, we ventured off to the other side of Freeport. And because you have two sides, you have basically the outlet bit where all the shops are, and then you have the other side where the cinema is, the swimming pool, you know, all that. And yeah, so we went over to there. And then we went to, I said, well, why don't you try Sports Direct first? And we went into there and she found the socks. And I said, well, you should get these ones because they're on offer. And then she looked at the others and then she was like, oh, yeah, you're right. You know, big bundle pack reduced. And I thought, yeah, you might as well get them, you know. So after we did that, we went over to Pets at Home because my sister wanted to get Zazu, the parrot, like little toy to play with. And we saw this adorable little Andrex puppy. Oh my god, he was so cute, and I just wanted to take him home. It was so nice. Like, why are Andrex? I've always found that out of all puppies are lovely, But the Andrex ones are always like the cutest, and part of me just wanted to like speak to the owner and just say, can I just like pick him up and cuddle him? Because he was so like, it was like a teddy bear. You could pick him up. Yeah, oh, it was lovely, so lovely. So anyway, we've done some of that, and then we ventured off to M&S because my sister wants to try beef Wellington. And we were going mad, I saw these chicken munchy things which look really nice. I don't tend to shop in M&S because they're so expensive, but some of their food in there, oh my god, I found a lovely bouquet of flowers that I wanted to get my mum, but it would be I don't know how they would last without water, like from there to there. Like many years ago, we would get fish from Braintree because Whittam didn't have one, and we'd have to get the fish on the train and then take it home, and we'd had to do that within the hour. So we had to time it so well, because really they can only really stay in the bag for like an hour, so maximum. I think you can have it a little bit longer, but not too long, because it can get quite stressed and stuff. But we never ever shop in there for like fish anymore. Every single fish we've got from there has always come back, and we've put it in the tank, a few days dead. Now, since changing to a different pet shop, we have had no problems whatsoever with the fish, and we've had fish in that tank for years. So something within that shop is making, it's like every time, it's like it's, and all the time, every time you go in there, oh, the fish are being treated for white spot, you know, so it's really annoying. But yeah, I'd never ever recommend getting fish from there. I mean, it's your choice if you want to, but we've always had problems with the fish dying on there, like within a few days, and it is annoying because they won't give your money back, and most fish are like a tenner just for one. So yeah, so we went into there, and then that's what we did, and then we went into M&S, and that's where I saw the chicken munchies, and I was like, oh my god, Linda loves chicken well, she loves chicken in general, but I was like, oh my god, I've got to show Linda these. And my sister was trying to find beef Wellington. Well, we couldn't find it, so we asked someone on the checkout service, and he then had to go and get someone else, and then he couldn't find it. And it's weird because we looked in this section before and we couldn't find it, and then I saw it at the corner of my eye. £60 for that. £60. Like, could you imagine if you accidentally like cooked it too long and it burnt? Like, that's a hell of a lot of money down. So then my sister was like, she really wanted it, and then she was like, could you check Tesco's? Well, Tesco's are doing it cheaper at £35. And then we left it and we went into the town centre and got a meal deal. I went for the chicken BLT, which is bacon, lettuce, tomato, and then my sister went for I don't know what she, oh yeah, a chicken pasta dish thing. And then I zoomed around because I felt a bit bad for not getting my coffee, because I get very like anxiety when they, like, you know, when you've got a voucher, I feel like you have to use it there and then, or they'll take it off you. Although this is an expiry date, I've always felt like that, so I try to use it as soon as. And I felt like an idiot. I felt like, oh, why didn't I get it there and then? So anyway, we zoomed around to get the meal deal, and then I was like, I'm just going to nip into this one and get my Costa coffee. Well, I ended up getting the hot chocolate version of the maple, because you get a maple hot chocolate or you get a maple latte. And out of the two, the hot chocolate is the nicer one. But oh my god, when we got back, because we were walking back, I had to go to Impos because I picked up some wax melts. So there's a lady selling on Vinted, and oh, it was so lovely. Let me just go and get them a minute. I'll pause the video. Let me just finish the orange, and then that's taken care of. Hello, Election Services Central Co-op. Yeah, I don't want to vote in that, thank you very much. So let me go and get that. 2 minutes, please. Uno, dos, tres. Okay, so yeah, we zoomed around to Impos to get some of the wax melts, and these were the ones I got. Very lovely packaging. It says thank you very much. And I ordered these. You get 5 pieces on the block, and it's called Fairy Laundry. And I'll tell you something, The smell is gorgeous. Now, she was so lovely, this lady. She gave me, obviously that says thank you for your purchase, but she gave me 2 slabs, so it would be like 2 of these, of cherry to try, and she gave me this free. Like, look at that, it's a cute little bunny. But it looks so nice. This is rhubarb and custard, and I can't really smell it because it's got double the layer on it of cellophane. But yeah, these, if you had smell-o-vision, you would love it. But it's so cute that I kind of don't want to melt the wax bunny. But I don't know, how long can you, like, how long to oh, what's it called, how long do wax melts last, Linda? Because I've had a Grinch wax, it's not a wax melt, but it's a candle, and I've had it since I moved in. No, this is not making any bloody sense. So many things to talk about and getting all muddled up. So last year, Christmas was just coming to like a close, and they obviously have the January sales. Well, they had this Grinch candle, which somehow I missed out last year. And I've had it in the cupboard ever since, so I'm going to use it this year for Christmas. And it still smells fairly okay. But do you know how long wax melts last for? Like, is there like a expiry date? Because like on here, it doesn't say when it expires. So I'm assuming you can just do them whenever. But that one's called a soy wax, which I've never had before. And I'll tell you something. The wax melts I get from B&M, from Home Bargains, their scent seems to like go so quick. These ones, the scent lasts hours. It is really, really lovely. And she offered me a oil burner thing and was like, I can put a lovely wax liner in it for you. And yeah, so I'm definitely going to order some more of them. Sorts of senses for them. It's really, really lovely. So I'm definitely going to get some more of them. I've actually got one going at the moment. Oh, yeah. Ah. Oh, this is hot. Yeah, that's the Fairy Laundry one. Oh, you can still smell it now. It's absolutely gorgeous. Trouble is with wax melts is they go so quick. You know, with the minute heat gets to it, it's sort of liquid. But you can get, what I tend to do is I let it still burn until the candle runs out, like the little tea light candle, and then I change the wax over and put a new one in. But what I need to do is, I wait for the candle tea light to just go out, and then I can get my cotton wool buds, soak it all up, get rid of that, and put a new block in. But yeah, that Fairy Laundry one is quite nice, because I was a little bit not sure whether it'd be as strong. I've bought a candle before from Home Bargains, and it's called Cotton Linen, and bloody hell, it gave me a sore throat. It was so strong, like I could not, I couldn't get it again. I would never ever get that again. It was too strong. I mean, even putting it in the other room, it gave me a headache, because candles can sometimes give you a headache because they obviously let off scents. So yeah, it was not a very nice candle. So but this one smells gorgeous. It just smells like you come in the room and it just smells so refreshing, and like as if you've just hung laundry out. You know that smell where you get laundry out the washing machine and then it's been outside having a blow around and it smells so fresh, and oh, it smells like that. Yeah, I'd say like wet washing smell as well. It smells absolutely gorgeous. But look at that, guys. On that note, we are finito. So we'll have to continue what we did in another whip and chat because we've run out of time now. But look, that did not take long at all. Wow, look at that. Life, viva, life, it doesn't flash. I was just going like this. Life, viva, life, viva. But don't you think that would be much better, like flashing? Yeah, I quite like that. Like as if it's going like that. But that is just, see what I mean? These kits are so quick. But yes, I'm on the hunt for that witch now. I want to get that witch if they've got any available. Knowing my luck, they're probably sold out. But what a lovely one. That's 2 out of 3. Can I get the last one? Well, we'll have to wait and see. So, as I say, I can't provide a link because they're very hard to get hold of by the looks of it. I always find them on Vinted, so just look on Vinted. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. What's our next canvas going to be? Well, you'll have to wait and see, because we've still got to work on the skull and the Haunted Hallows for Happy Halloween. And we're only on the 15th of October. We're racing through this month, and Halloween is not far around the corner. But until next time, thank you for watching. That's been Vinted with this gorgeous pumpkin. Take care. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye for now.